We begin tonight with Mark Halperin, longtime ABC News political director, who now hosts Two-Way TV, I think by far the best political show on the internet. Also the author of Game Change and Double Down, two books that are the reason I got into covering politics. Mark, it's always a treat to have you here. Is this proof that the Democrats have a plan or have absolutely no plan, therefore their worst instincts set in?
Leland, if you're going to stake your hopes on senators performing like adults at hearings, you might as well be a fan of the Washington Generals. They will let you down every time. I actually think this is far from the worst I've seen, but I share your point of view. If the Democratic Party thinks the path back is this, they're just as confused as they were during the election about how to win in the age of MAGA. There are ways to hold the nominee accountable, to get valuable information, and, by the way, ask serious questions. And there's been some of that. But this is all tactics, no strategy. This is all about trying to do damage to Donald Trump and not to figure out a way to be adults, be serious, and pick their fights. So I've been disappointed, but as I said, I'm not surprised. The party is in the wilderness right now, and Donald Trump, for the most part, has nominated people who either are very accomplished and impressive or have prepared really well for their hearings. And so you're not seeing a lot of success. You've got poor tactics and strategy against very well-prepared nominees.
You're a keen observer not only of the current situation, but of history. And we've learned with Trump, have we not, that the more you come at him but don't kill him, metaphorically, or his nominees, it only makes him and his now incoming administration stronger. I may have this wrong, but Donald Trump, his administration, his political capital are in a better shape today after 3 days of these hearings, probably after tomorrow with Kristi Noem, than he was on Monday.
Well, no question. And Hegseth set the pace. His team did a very skillful job of reviving his nomination, which was given up for dead by folks in Mar-a-Lago, getting him his hearing. And then, again, you can disagree with him. You can say he's not qualified for the job. But there's no disputing that he was extremely well prepared. They had gamed this out, and that's part of it. This is a gladiatorial contest, and it does involve theatrics, but it also involves substance. And even on the substance, they didn't try very hard, but they didn't damage him in any meaningful way with the Republicans, which is what this is about. This is one of these situations, and Leland, I'm sure you had the same experience. Pretty much everyone I know, people in finance, people in law, people in politics, people in media, total civilians, they looked at the performance of the Democrats so far, and they said, I could do better. Like anybody could do better. How can these people whose job it is both to advise and consent and try to hold the Republicans accountable, how could they do such a poor job? And it's a bit of a mystery, but it is what it is.
So is it the idea that these folks, and they are members of the most deliberative body in the world, they will remind you of that they are just this low quality, or that politics is now attracting such a low quality of intellect and of understanding and of seriousness that America, to quote Jefferson, has gotten the government they deserve?
It's just much of mystery as the ingredients in a crunch berry. Just, it's hard to explain because even the smarter ones don't do a good job. But I'll say again, go back to the Benghazi hearing with Hillary Clinton. Go back to the impeachment hearings with Joe Biden. The level of Republican incompetence during those hearings, equally inexplicable. There's something about this. Now, they're good ones. The younger viewers will not remember John Dingell and Henry Waxman, two Democratic members of the House. Go on YouTube and watch the way they conducted inquiries and inquisitions of people who were witnesses before them. But they're the exception. For some reason, these members of Congress, there's other stuff they can do. They can raise money really well, but they don't seem to be able to do this very well in either party most of the time.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.